Before I begin, I'd like to take care of some house cleaning. I recently posted a video regarding Louis Ferrante, and once again, I wasn't specifically targeting him. Conversely, I wanted to shine a light on the ongoing issue of people misrepresenting themselves. Lou had reached out to me, and might I add, very respectfully and humbly, he agreed. He explained that in the past, he has given his status as a former Gambino associate to various news agencies, etc., and most of them got it correctly. But for some reason, NBC News did not. He was a complete gentleman in the way he spoke to me via a private DM and admitted that he should have paused and corrected it. But in his defense, interviews can be very uncomfortable, and he was on the spot. Lou has many accomplishments to be proud of, and I'd like to bring attention to his latest trilogy series on the history of the mafia, a project that he's worked on for over a decade. I wish Lou the best and will promote anything that he puts out. Okay, all that we're seeing lately in the news proves that the days of the mob conducting business on the street, right out in the open, is long gone. Arguably, this is an organization that, for all intents and purposes, always should operate in the shadows. The latest gambling bust has revealed many factors, but for me, chief among them is that the mob headed towards the skies, operating in Manhattan's high-rise buildings and townhouses. Why is that? You're not going to get wealthy high rollers to attend poker games in a social club or in the back of an Italian restaurant. They want to feel comfortable in an environment in which they're used to. Two of the locations that we use for the poker games were in Manhattan, one on the east side in Kips Bay, linked to the Bananos, and the other at 80 Washington Place in Greenwich Village, linked to the Gambinos. And more likely than not, both locations were rentals. The rigged poker games, with the amount of money being taken in, is why you see collusion by 4 of the 5 New York families. These joint ventures typically take place because everyone wants a piece of the action. According to the indictment, we're talking about an estimated $7 million that was earned. And 13 members and associates representing the 4 families shared these profits. According to one unidentified player, during the game, we were around a bunch of bad guys, and they were trying to suck every bit away from us. And they did. They did a good job. As we know, the mob used professional athletes, NBA players, as well as a coach, to lure the unsuspected gamblers to these games. The same unidentified player stated, "We would have never been there if not for the professional athlete." The athletes in question, referred to as face cards, was Chauncey Billups, Damon Jones, and Terry Rozier. Another name that surfaced is Hall of Famer and former NFL player Antonio Gates, who is said to have hosted and participated in one of the rigged poker games in Miami, and also served as a face card. Players in that game were scammed out of almost $1 million. These athletes were vital for these poker games and were essentially the bait. The mob used advanced technology to rig the games, as well as cheating teams who participated in relaying information gleaned from altered shuffling machines, X-ray card tables, hidden cameras, and special contact lenses and eyeglasses, all devices to underhandedly cheat. According to one player, his friend picked up on the scam and called them out before leaving, but regardless, this didn't stop the mob from putting pressure to receive their money. Demands were made, followed by threats of violence. Consequently, the scammed players just wound up paying to be done with them. At these games, money was not exchanged, and players were given chips on credit and would either pay or cash in afterwards. The person who said to put these athletes, specifically Billups and Jones, together with the mob was Robert Stroud from Louisville, Kentucky, who has a lengthy criminal record, including a 1994 murder where he killed a guy over, of all things, playing cards. How, or rather who Stroud is connected to within the New York mob, remains unknown. Back in September 2023, Jones texts Stroud asking for an advance before a poker game. "I don't know how much the job pays tomorrow, but can I get a 10K advance on it?" And added, "God really bless me that you have action for me because I needed it today. Bad." I'm not sure why Jones, who has to be worth millions of dollars, was so desperate in need of 10,000. Another name that surfaced is Curtis Meeks of Texas, who supplied the cheating machines and played a big role in the rigged games. One player said that Meeks is the most despicable human I've ever been around in my entire life. The level he will go to get other people's money is disgusting. I've since found out what he's done to us, he's done to many other people. This same person said he became suspicious when the host raised the buy-in from $10,000 to $20,000, which is the amount needed to enter the game. These arrests, coupled with the indictments and the publicity, will definitely put a damper on the mob's future illegal poker games or casinos. The word is out that they're using high-tech equipment to cheat players, but more importantly, what professional athletes or celebrities for that matter, will chance ruining their careers after watching everything that's transpired. When you watch the news and see this lineup of law enforcement, you know things are as serious as they can be. As far as sentences, I predict plea deals where no one will receive over 4 or 5 years. The consensus by most people is that this case will be the tip of the iceberg, and that could possibly be with superseding indictments to follow. I've always said the mob is very much like an amoeba, an organism that continuously changes shape to eat. The mob needs to eat too. When the government and the FBI halt their earning capabilities, they change direction. What viewers may not understand is that they'll always find a way to make money illegally in any type of situation, like these rigged poker games. Besides conducting illegal gambling, they found ways to beat the odds and cheating unsuspecting players, which was ingenious in itself. But using the athletes as an enticement was equally impressive, all of which is a display of how the mob will use anyone and everyone to meet their objective. If you haven't liked this video yet, please take the time now and give it a like, as it helps with YouTube's algorithm. Anyone who'd like to show their appreciation for videos like this, or more importantly, help me to continue making them, you can donate with the Super Thanks icon down below, or through the PayPal Cash App links in the video's description. Let me quickly mention my blog, also called Sit Down News, especially for those of you who still enjoy reading. The site can be found at sitdownnews.com and is a paid subscription. This should be a learning moment for people who are obsessed with organized crime. If there's money to be made, they'll let you get close enough, but when the shit hits the fan, they'll discard you like an old pair of slippers.